Get out of the city and into an adventure that moves the whole family. Prepare to be moved. The all-new Nissan X-Trail.
A LISTNR production.
The latest on that Mount Gambier sinkhole and fears of a doctor exodus. Rain on the way today, but not until the afternoon. Good morning, I'm Katie Martin, and this is your Limestone Coast local news. Investigations are continuing into how a sinkhole opened up between the railway lands and Margaret Street in Mount Gambier. Council reckons a naturally occurring cave has given way after recent heavy rainfall. They've brought in engineers to monitor the site. General Manager of City Infrastructure Barbara Sinovskis says they have a few key priorities at this stage.
We're also trying to get a read on what the water passage is, and we're undertaking some seismic testing to be able to get a clear indication as to how we're going to address the issue and the extent of the damage.
More money for healthcare. That's what the state opposition wants to see from the government. Many hospitals across the state are dealing with bed and worker shortages, and Shadow Health Minister Ashton Hearn is worried Limestone Coast health workers will pack up and leave for Victoria.
We know that Dan Andrews has millions of dollars on the table to keep his frontline workers. Now that presents an extraordinary risk to people in Mount Gambier, but also to the entire Limestone Coast. So we really need the government to step up here and put their money where their mouth is and put some money on the table.
The Mount Gambier Mayor's casting vote has shot down a councillor's request to see itemised spending lists in the hopes it would improve transparency and cut costs in local government. Mayor Lynette Martin voting against Councillor Kate Amoroso's request in the June meeting. Councillor Amoroso also put forward a failed motion to have council go back to a formal committee structure rather than informal workshop briefings. The mayor saying most other councillors preferred how things are done currently. Cape Douglas residents say there's been a lack of consultation with Grant District Council on a mobile rubbish collection service set to be rolled out despite the majority of residents being against it. Of the 40 households surveyed in 2021, 22 were against the new service. It would cost ratepayers $270 a year. Cape Douglas local Ralph Gilbertson telling the Border Watch residents already clean up after themselves. 6 Limestone Coast SES volunteers will head to Adelaide later this week, chasing Australasian Rescue Challenge glory. The team will compete in the international event, including against the UK and Hong Kong, in road rescue scenarios. They're led by South East District Officer and team leader Brad Flew, and if they're successful, they'll head to the World Champs next year. The Mount Gambier sale yards could become busier, at least according to the man about to become the chairperson of the Mount Gambier Agents Committee. Brad Holdman reckons more cattle could come through after the shutdown of the Millicent sale yards. And east of the border now, where there's a push this morning to get drug checking facilities open across Victoria to identify substances with dangerous and potentially deadly ingredients. Experts say it's cheaper to lace drugs with other things than more profitable to sell.
After this, there is no turning back. You sip the red can, the story ends. You sip the black can, you enter dreamland. And I show you just how good the truth can taste. Take the Pepsi Max Taste Challenge.
Let's see how things are looking in the Western Border netball after round 9. Millicent has dominated against Casterton Sandford 78-33. West Gambier showed similar strength against South, while East fell just 10 goals short of North.